done a few times here on YouTube by a couple of different ASMR artists that I have seen. The one that comes to my mind first is Rage ASMR. I think she's the first one I ever saw do like this kind of celebrity gossip video, and it was years ago, like when her channel first started. And I remember she was sitting in her living room and she was talking about the James Charles and Tati drama, like back then. That's the first one I think I ever saw. I will try to link that video down below if I can find it, or maybe I'll just link her channel. I don't know, I'm sure most of you know who she is. But she's the one that comes to my mind when I think of ASMR celebrity gossip videos, but I have seen it done a couple times, so I thought I would try my hand at it. I love when people call these videos celebrity, like tea. I'm here for the puns. I love it. I probably won't title this video like that because I don't want to like completely copy everything, if you know what I mean. But I love when I see titles like that. It makes me giggle. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Like 4 things. I wrote notes for this video, guys. I came prepared. Okay. So I have like 4 different drama topics to talk about. So we're gonna talk about Love is Blind a little bit. Love is Blind takes up 2 of those topics. And then we're gonna talk about some divorce and split news with musical artists and who they're dating now and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the Love is Blind stuff because the newest season just came out and I know a lot of you watch it. I am all caught up. I'm filming this on the 11th of April. It's a Tuesday. The last of the wedding episodes come out this coming Friday, and then the reunion is live this coming Sunday. And then I think that's it for the season. It's such a ridiculous show. To give a little background, if you don't know, Love is Blind is a Netflix original reality dating show where they take the girls and the guys and they date each other. It's like blind dating, but it's literally blind, so they talk to each other through a wall, so you can't see each other. So it's supposed to be a social experiment to find out whether you can fall in love with someone sight unseen, if like looks don't matter. And once you get engaged, then you can see each other for the first time, and then I think you're expected to get married like 2 or 3 weeks later. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It is the most ridiculous show. Why do I continue watching it? Because they know what they're doing and they know how to suck me in. The producers of this show work hard, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about all this stuff assuming that you guys know what I'm talking about. So if you haven't seen Love is Blind, you may not fully know what I'm talking about, but just go with it. So I'm gonna start with this season, season 4. There was a woman by the name of Jackie. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And she was talking to 2 dudes. Well, they all talked to like everyone, but at the end it was like narrowed down to 2 dudes that she had feelings with. There's Marshall, who is more, he always says like he's in tune with his emotions, he's more sensitive, more like romantic type. And then there's Josh, who is a little more like edgy. I don't want to say he's like a bad boy because we really don't know him, but he's a little more edgy, a little more like out there, a little more outspoken, whereas Marshall is a little more cool, calm, collected. So whatever, fast forward. Obviously, if you have not finished the season, if you're watching it, don't watch this because it's going to have spoilers. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay, I warned you. So in the end, right, Marshall and Josh both know that they are both talking to the same woman, both want to marry the same woman, right? And Josh is walking around like it's her or nobody. and Marshall doesn't really like that, and so Marshall gets kind of annoyed and already like isn't a big fan of Josh. In the end, Jackie accepts Marshall's proposal, the more like emotional guy. She accepts his proposal, and he is like head over heels with her, head over heels, like in love with her, and he's very excited and all that, and she seems excited too. So then after all the proposals happen, the show sends them to, I think it's usually Mexico. They go to Mexico, they stay at like a resort for a week or whatever, live with their new fiancés and whatever. And they go with all the other couples that are engaged. So Josh did not get engaged, so he did not go to Mexico. He was not there. So Jackie and Marshall doing their thing, right? They come home, and I think all of a sudden Jackie starts to realize that maybe she is not as into Marshall as she thought. From my point of view, what I see, this is gonna sound mean, and I don't mean for it to sound mean. I think Jackie is used to toxic relationships. I think Marshall even said it in the show, like she's used to that, and so she was looking for that, and Marshall was too nice and too sweet for her, and she straight up told Marshall, like, you need to boss up, meaning like she wanted him to be more manly, she told him to be more aggressive. She wasn't feeling fulfilled like sexually, whatever. They are very open about things in this show. And so Marshall obviously takes offense to that, and little by little Jackie starts to pull away. She doesn't show up for her wedding dress fitting without telling Marshall, and then he finds out through the grapevine. And then this is where the drama comes in, and I told you these producers, they work hard. They show Jackie meeting up with Josh at a like cafe, coffee shop, and they're talking, and he's essentially just like, I want to date you. And he was asking, like, does Marshall know you're here? And she was like, no. But she was basically just upfront, like, I don't want to date Marshall, you know? And it's very clear that she's interested in Josh. And so, you know, from a viewer's point of view, she's still technically engaged to Marshall, but she's with this dude now, talking about how, you know, just flirting, and he's telling her how much he wants to date her. I think he got her flowers, or he got her something. So, you know, very inappropriate from a viewer's point of view. And then the next scene is her sitting down with Marshall and basically telling him, like, I'm done with you. And she was very, like, cold-hearted about it. I felt so bad for him. She was like, yeah, I'm done with you. Like, I don't want to be with you. And so it made it seem like she started, like, seeing Josh before she broke off her engagement. So she got a lot of hate from that from viewers. Marshall even asked for the ring back, and she was like, no, I'm gonna keep it. And she raised a good point after the show. She was like, well, he didn't pay for the ring, the show paid for it. So why would Marshall, like, want it back? But still, it was just so tacky. It was so tacky and so immature. And she was like, no, I think I'm gonna keep the ring. And Marshall's a nice guy, and he was like, okay, whatever. And so now Jackie has come out since the show has ended up finishing. They wrapped up filming, and she said that she had broken up with Marshall first before she went and saw Josh, and, you know, basically saying that the show dramatized it and put things out of context to make her look worse, which producers are known to do that from time to time. It's all about the views and the clicks and the attention. But there are a lot of people out there that are saying that that doesn't make sense and that she's just trying to save her butt. And there were other girls in this season that were seen as like the villains of the show until this episode aired, and now Jackie is getting all the hate, and I am so excited for the reunion because it's live, right? So it's happening in real time, so it's not like they can film it, air it, and then more drama comes out. Like, we are going to be up to date with the tea when the reunion comes out. And I'm very excited. She was not ready to be in a relationship with someone like Marshall. She was ready to be with like a boy like Josh. And that comes with like, I think she's got a lot of inner demons that she needs to heal and fix before, you know. So, very curious to see how her and Josh are doing. Okay, so that was the first bit of Love is Blind tea. Second part is from someone from season 3. His name is Bartise, and he was the male villain of the season. He left his girl at the altar, told her no, but he just gave real big F-boy vibes. He was much younger than her. He just wasn't ready to settle down, and it was rumored after that season finished wrapping that he was already like dating some new girl. I don't know if she was like an Instagram model or whoever, but she was dating somebody, and he just got a lot of hate, and he just was not mature enough. Again, none of these people are mature enough for these things. And he's like my age, but we also know that, sorry, men mature a little slower. So he was not ready for the woman that he had. Anyway, so the drama around him right now is that on April 7th of this year, so it just happened, he posted a photo of him holding a baby. And he posted it with the caption, quote, "Might have been the villain on TV, but I'm gonna be the hero for him. Instagram, meet my little man." No context, nobody knew that he was expecting a baby. And so people in the comments were like, what? So he said in the comments, like, clarified, yes, this is my son. And he posted, this just gives me the ick. On his Instagram story, he posted a video of him holding the baby, and I think the baby like spit up on him or something, and he captioned it, went from zaddy, with a Z, went from zaddy to daddy. The ick. Anyway, so he was on Love is Blind when they filmed it. It was 2020. Left Nancy at the altar, whatever. Fast forward to February of this year, another Netflix reality show called The Perfect Match aired, and it took a bunch of people from shows like Love is Blind, all these dating shows that Netflix has had in the past, put them all together and made another dating show out of it. Nick Lachey needs to do less. Anyway, he left that show seemingly dating Izzy Fairthorn. I did not watch Perfect Match, so I don't really know, but I did my research. But apparently since then they have broken up. So people have questions. Who the heck is the mom? Not that it's really any of our business. It's not our business. But he's in the public eye, so people get curious, right? So everyone's like, who the heck is the mother? It's not the Izzy girl. And they were like, also, like, obviously she was pregnant. Whoever she is was pregnant when you went to film Perfect Match. So, like, what's the deal with that? You know? And so, anyway, very quickly, I don't think he came forward with, like, information about who she was or any details, and if he doesn't want to, that's his right not to do that. But, you know, people on the internet are crazy. And within like 24 hours, people figured out who they think the mom is. Her name is 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. She's on TikTok, but she's not, like, I looked up her TikTok, she's not famous at all. So I don't know if it's someone that he met, had a one-night stand with, and then they had a baby. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not in a place to judge. But people put two and two together because she lives in Dallas, as does he. And they found her social media, and she had pictures and videos of the same baby that he was holding in his pictures. People on the internet are crazy and can find out anything. So that is the tea with that. Okay, we are now gonna go on to my girl. If you are a country music fan, or maybe even just not, if you're on like TikTok or anything, she's been huge lately. My girl Kelsea Ballerini. I have always been a fan of her. She is a musical artist. I've always been a fan of her, but this year she put out like an EP and just we'll get into it, but I am such a big fan of her now. So she has been very public about the divorce that she went through with her ex, Morgan Evans, who is also a country music artist. They officially divorced in August of 2022. They were married in December of 2017, so about 5 years that they were together. And she's been very, very open, and the EP that she released is called Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. It's only 6 songs, but it's like basically her diary of like what she was feeling going through this. And so it's very clear that it was her decision to end things, but sources close to them have said that their relationship was rocky for years. They were in therapy trying to work on their marriage for years. They were both traveling musicians, and a lot of times, you know, traveling separately. So, I mean, that would be hard for literally anybody, and it just didn't work out. And they tried. She said publicly that it was not a sudden decision. You know, like I said, they've been working on it for years, and she said it just didn't work between them anymore. They both put out statements on their Instagrams. Hers is a little bit longer. I screenshotted them for you guys so that I could read them. So hers says, "Friends, I've always tried my best to share my life with you in a real and vulnerable way, while also protecting layers of my personal life as they unfold. This is now public record, so I wanted you to hear from me directly that I am going through a divorce. This deeply difficult decision is a result of a journey of love, growth, and effort that ultimately has come to an end. It's hard to find the right words here, but I feel extremely grateful for the years of marriage to Morgan and hopeful for the next seasons. With very active schedules coming up, please be mindful that we are both fragile, actively healing, and showing up the best we can." His is much shorter, and it says, "I am very sad to confirm that after almost 5 years of marriage, Kelsea and I are parting ways. I wish it weren't otherwise, but sadly, it is not." So, that's very sad. And they are both obviously, you know, musicians. They write songs about their life and stuff, so they have both put out songs about it, and he seems very angry, and I get it, that things ended the way they did, and that things just ended at all. If you haven't listened to her EP, just it's so quick. It's 6 songs, and one of them is like super short. You can listen to it in like an hour. It's so good, and I put that album on. Now, I may not have gone through a divorce, but as you guys know, I did go through a breakup, and it was rough for me. And there's one song on there that I played it and I cried. Like, the album helped me a lot, and it helped me realize a lot of things about me and my situation too. Phenomenal. I think on YouTube there is a video version of the EP, like music videos essentially for each song. I haven't watched all of them, but if you want to watch that, they're here on YouTube. And she's just like so vulnerable in the songs, and basically just tells us all like pretty much everything that happened, and it's just, I respect it a lot. So now she is dating Chase Stokes, who, if you don't know, he is the actor on Outer Banks. He plays John B. And so rumors came out about them in January when they went to a sporting event together, and they were seen kind of being, it was like a group photo, but the two of them were off to the side being like cute and cuddly with each other. And then there were just little pictures posted here and there. I think he posted one on his Instagram and it was like the back of their heads, but you could tell that it was her. And so then she went on the podcast Call Her Daddy and basically just revealed, like, yeah, I'm not single. And it was very obvious. They asked her, are you dating him? And it was very obvious that she was. So that's when they first became open about it. And now they're like posting pictures together. They went to the CMT event last week together, and they are like circling the internet. Everyone is obsessed with how much he seems like he loves her, because, you know, she felt like she wasn't really loved in her marriage, and so everyone loves that for her. Obviously there are two sides for every story, so I'm not saying that she was completely right. I don't think there is a right and wrong. I think it just, her marriage just didn't work out, unfortunately. But everyone is obsessed with how much he loves her, and people are taking videos of him. It's all over TikTok, taking videos of him at her concerts, and he's singing every word to every song, and he's cheering for her and taking videos and pictures, and like golden retriever energy, but in the best way. And everyone is just really, really, really happy for her. So that's the tea with her, and she seems really happy, and I just, you know, I want happiness for everyone. So, and the last little bit of drama, I didn't really know too much about this. This was like the one that I really had to research. As you guys know, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but my sister is, and I saw on Easter Sunday, I think, like a CNN article, of all things, of CNN. It came out and I saw it, and it was talking about how she was breaking up with her boyfriend of 6 years. And I was telling my sister, and she was like, no, they didn't, like, in denial. So I was like, alright, let me research this, and I knew I was going to make this video, so I was like, alright, let's put it in the video. I'm sure most of you, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, already know this, but she was dating British actor Joe Alwyn. No idea who he is. I'm sorry. No idea. But as I was reading, I realized why. So they always tried to keep their relationship out of the spotlight. They never made a red carpet debut, really. Like, people knew they were dating, but they didn't, like, advertise it, I guess, which is why I had no idea. Unless you're, like, a real fan, I guess you wouldn't have really known, which I respect. It's very impressive. And so the drama that came out, even though it's not real drama, I mean, they both said that it was a very amicable split, that, you know, they were on the same page with it, and they don't hate each other or anything. But it came out that they had struggles over, like, their differences in career, and that her career started to outshadow his, because once the pandemic kind of ended, he was struggling to, like, pick his career up off the ground, and she flew out of the pandemic gates, like, with flying colors, and she's on tour now, and she's doing fantastic, and putting out albums and this and that, and doing really well. And so her career started to outshadow his, and that, you know, if that's not balanced, especially with two, like, celebrities, I can see how that could make things a little harder. And so that's all information that apparently came from somebody close to the couple, someone in their circle. And someone said, it's a quote, it said, someone said her career took priority over Joe's, which can be awkward for a couple when it's not balanced. And that's when they realized that they were no longer on the same page. And I learned that he co-wrote some of her songs with her. Probably you guys know this better than me, under a different name. And anyway, so they said apparently it wasn't a dramatic split, but after 6 years, like, I can imagine how ridiculously hard that is. And she's currently touring, and I saw a TikTok that said, if Taylor Swift can go put on a concert at a sold-out arena after breaking up with her boyfriend for 6 years, then we can get over these boys that were only in our lives for like a month or whatever. Like, we can get over these dusty boys that don't mean anything. It was funny, it made me laugh. I love TikToks like that are like, why are you crying over a boy that's only been like yours. I love like stuff like that. I think it's funny. Anyway, so I don't have much Taylor Swift tea, but that's probably the biggest drama topic that I have on here, because she's the biggest name, and I don't know, a lot of times it seems like everyone's a fan of her except for me, but I never got on the bandwagon, I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, that is the drama that I have for you guys today. I hope I did a good job. I hope I did these kind of videos justice. It was pretty fun. It's just like a whisper ramble, but with a topic. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.